2 million kids will lose coverage right away, report finds. This is from Maggie Fox. Nearly 2 million children will lose health coverage starting next month if Congress doesn't renew funding for the Children's Health Insurance Program, CHIP, by Friday, and new report projects. Already, state CHIP administrators say parents are panicking and permanent damage has been done to the program set up to take care of kids who don't have health insurance through other programs. CHIP covers 9 million children across the country. Congress failed to authorize funding in September, and some states have already started warning parents to get their last medical visits while money lasts. Our phones are ringing off the wall, said Kathy Caldwell, director of the Alabama Bureau of Children's Health Insurance. We have panicked families wondering what in the world they have as options, so it is just very, very stressful here in Alabama, Caldwell told reporters in a telephone briefing. The crisis puzzles health policy experts, doctors, and politicians who say CHIP is a universally popular program that's never been made into a political pawn before. Earlier Wednesday, Democrats in Congress urged their GOP colleagues who control both the House and Senate to act by Friday. This is the ultimate bad Christmas carol story, Representative Jackie Speer, Democratic California, said at a news conference where politicians held lumps of coal. CHIP has bipartisan support, but Republicans have been focused on passing a tax reform bill, their first legislative victory for 2017. Congress must get CHIP done before they leave for the holiday, said Joan Alker, executive director of the Georgetown University Research Center, which issued the latest report. Families need the peace of mind that their child's coverage will not disappear as the new year begins. The report finds that 20 states will run short of money in the first quarter of 2018. There's no good options here. Never before has Congress let CHIP funding lapse for this long a period of time, Alker said. The continuing resolution that Congress passed earlier this month shifts around $1.24 billion in CHIP funds so that the states running out the fastest get some 2017 money. But that's at the expense of states that were not running out as quickly. In essence, the patch robs Peter to pay Paul, the report reads. The remaining 31 states will see their share of redistribution funds reduced, and thus the timeline by which they will run out of money is accelerated. Despite the additional funds, the 20 winner states will only have sufficient funds to operate their programs through January, it adds. All of them will come up short for February. Linda Nablo, Chief Deputy Director of Virginia's Department of Medical Assistance Services, said her state has even less money than she thought just weeks ago. There are no good options here, Nablo said. Cablo said Alabama is already making contingency plans. If Congress provides funding by Friday, the state will not have to freeze its programs. If it happens after February 1st, then we're looking at rebuilding the program, Caldwell said. Even what's happened so far, I believe, will cause irreparable damage to the CHIP program. It's already negatively affecting our credibility. The last time Alabama froze enrollment into the CHIP, some families stayed away for a decade after funding was restored, she said. It will take us years and years to overcome it, Caldwell said, but by far the worst is what's going to happen to the children who lose coverage. Pediatricians say when kids don't have health insurance, their parents skip needed medical care. For some conditions that can be deadly, said Dr. Sam Bartle, a pediatric emergency medicine physician at the Virginia Commonwealth University, VCU, health system and president of the Virginia chapter of the American Academy of Pediatrics. So the plot thickens, and as they say in Star Wars, I have a bad feeling about this. If they're already gutting healthcare, which there may or may not be, we'll have to see. But they're going to gut the Obamacare tax provisions. So basically gutting, for the most part, Obamacare. And then, $1.24 billion. They could be nice enough to actually pass it. But this is Thursday. They haven't passed it. So we'll see tomorrow. I doubt that they will pass it unless there's a lot of backlash and a lot of hand-wringing and a lot of energy put into this. And there hasn't been. If they let this go since September and nobody's brought it up, I doubt that the Republicans will actually pass this bill. So they will probably kill the chip program. It looks that way. It doesn't look like they are in the mood to actually give the poor anything. I guess the poor will be with you always, so why worry about them, right? They have given us what direction they will go in. So you wanted an all Republican Congress with a Republican president and a Republican mindset? Well, now we'll see what it looks like. 2018 is going to be a bear. Will the Republicans commit political suicide? I suspect if this chip program doesn't get voted in, that means a lot of these guys that are already in, especially on the Republican sides, are going to start bailing, taking their money and run. They may not even run for office next year, especially some of those senators. Maybe they are the proverbial rats that know that the ship is sinking and trying to get off. You never know. That's just my opinion, but this is short and sweet. This is just an addendum to the last piece I did about Trump's tax cut and his tax program and some of the possible, I didn't say likely, but possible effects that we're going to see from that particular tax cut, because they for damn sure gave the military $700 billion. They could cut off a small bit of change from that $700 billion they gave the military and give it to the kids for the chip program. But instead of gold, they're going to get a lump of coal. Maybe in the wintertime, it will actually keep you warm. But with that, I'm going to jump off of here. This is smart. It's an addendum. It's not a full video. I know you guys like my long videos. But right now, there's so much stuff coming out. I don't really have a whole lot to ramble about. Maybe somebody in the comment section will make me mad and I'll actually ramble. Give you guys a full hour. I don't know, man. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. This is BGS out.